This video, I'm going to be discussing with you guys a question that I had received on my channel. When do you know when it's time to replace the fuel pump in your Hummer H2? Or how do you know when it's time to replace the fuel pump in your Hummer H2? It's a good question. I get it. You're gonna have to go out, make a small investment, or even invest your time into installing this new fuel pump. We've got a lot to discuss in this video. I'll do my best to explain with you guys my thoughts on this situation. Let's start off first with my research on the H2. After going through tens of thousands of forum posts across the internet, I have come across several forum posts that the original fuel pumps in this H2 were not strong. Again, one of those weaknesses on the H2. It'll get the job done, but you're not going to get the necessary fuel to the engine bay. Prior to installing this new fuel pump, this is what I recommend. This is the top of the line fuel pump, Delphi Technologies FG0393. Prior to me installing this fuel pump on my yellow H2, this is an 05, acceleration was lacking. When I would hit the gas pedal, I wasn't getting the feeling of a strong fuel pump. I couldn't feel the fuel coming through the lines to the engine bay. Guys, underneath the hood from 03 to 07, you've got the LS 6.0 V8 iron block. It's a beast of an engine, all right? Don't let the size of the vehicle determine how fast the acceleration should be. These vehicles will get up and go. That engine is a beast of an engine. So if you find yourself slacking on ramps, you really can't get merged into traffic on time, you're struggling in that situation, or just you want to go wide open throttle and the vehicle is not accelerating quickly. All right, when I hit the gas pedal on my H2 with the new fuel pump, you can feel the power difference in the pedal. The pedal is strong. On the old pump, it was weak. I just slightly touch the pedal now on my H2, and fuel is just rushing to the engine. You can just feel like a strong punch. That's the best way I can explain it with the new fuel pump. It's a very strong punch to the engine. On the old fuel pump, it was a weak punch. You really didn't feel the fluid or the fuel coming to the engine bay. Acceleration on the new fuel pump, again, just a huge overnight difference. Now, when I replaced the fuel pump on this H2, it was around 185K. So yeah, the original fuel pumps, they can go on 180, maybe even high as 200K. It should have been changed a long time ago. I mean, it was bad, guys. When I say acceleration on this vehicle, it was grandma slow. I mean, no acceleration. It was bad. Just by installing the new fuel pump, it was night and day difference. Now, I know some of you guys are thinking, why did you do it at 185K? Well, I bought the vehicle with 183K on the clock, so I didn't really know any better. Before I bought this H2, I never even changed oil, and I had to self-educate myself on this vehicle over the last 3 years. Bugs are on me. Okay, so when it comes to miles on your vehicle, I would say, guys, my recommendation, I would say 100,000 miles. I think that's a great move to replace your fuel pump. Now, I know some of you guys are going to be saying, well, maybe there's another 25, 35,000 miles left in that fuel pump. Why don't I just wait till then? This is my strategy, guys, when it comes to the H2 or your H2 for that matter. My goal, if you're somebody out there who watches my videos, I want your H2, and I mean this with 100% truth and honesty. I want your H2 to be running at maximum efficiency. If we're going to get that done, this is my thought process for you guys. Let's say you're approaching 100,000 miles on the clock. Let's install a new fuel pump. All right, let's go through and get fresh spark plugs in. Let's get high quality AMSOIL fluids throughout your entire vehicle. Let's get that external transmission cooler installed. Gaskets in the engine bay. Okay, let's clean out the mass airflow sensor. Let's clean out the intake, throttle body. And then let's get your vehicle tuned by Black Bear Performance. All right, let's get new U-joints on the rear. I didn't really find a difference with the upper U-joints. My recommendation for someone who's approaching 100K or even 125K and you've never done this before, maybe you're at 150K, is my recommendation is let's go through this, boys and girls. Let's get everything done. All right, let's get you a clean state of health on your H2. Sure, maybe you do have an extra 25K left on your... Is that really a difference maker at this point? So the original fuel pump, from prior research, my research, we know it goes and becomes weak over time. You're at 100K, you've had a great run. Maybe you're the original owner of the vehicle. So at this point, I think this is a great idea at 100K. You're gonna have a clean slate of health. And something else too is you may have rust issues on the straps on the sides that you're not aware of, or rust underneath the vehicle that needs to be taken care of. Mine was pretty severe now that there's actually frame damage on my H2 because of the rust. So my recommendation for anyone out there buying their H2 is I want to get you guys a clean state of health, front diff, rear diff, transfer case, transmission fluid. Let's do a double oil flush, gaskets, air filter, mass airflow sensor cleaning, throttle body intake. We're going to get all the gaskets, get all the oil leaks sealed. Once you have all that completed, including the new fuel pump, then you can go out and when you get your vehicle tuned by Black Bear Performance, which is going to add about 50 horsepower to your H2. That way, when the tuner, Justin, when he tunes your H2, he's going to have your H2, or your H2 is going to be running at maximum efficiency. And then when he tunes the vehicle, you know that you're going to get maximum horsepower. Don't forget those bump stops by Kryptonite. Make sure your suspension is good to go. Those bump stops, that's definitely part of getting maximum horsepower. You get your H2 up to speed. You get it tuned. Now you're going from 325. Now you're at like 370 horsepower, guys. You're like, whoa, I didn't know I had this much power in my H2. And now you're set for the next 100,000 miles. Let's say it took you 20 years to get to 100K on your H2 for some of you OG guys out there. You've given your H2 a fresh bill of health, and maybe you're at 125K or 150K. Definitely at 150K, I'd say 100% do it. If you want to wait to 125K, that's fine. But if you're at 100K, guys, whatever number you're approaching, I kind of do it in almost, lots of 5,000. You're at 100K. Took you 20 years to get to that 100K mark. Okay, let's get everything up to speed. Now you're set for the next, 20 years, next 100,000 miles. That's a long time. If you're at, guys, 125K, over the last 20 years, now you're good for the next 125K. So let's go long term, guys. Something else that you can do when it comes to, is it time for a new fuel pump on your H2? Now, I don't have the proper lighting, but come to the driver's side, rear tire, get a flashlight, and look down in there, guys. For some of you guys, you might be seeping oil at the top, or fuel at the top. So get in there with a flashlight and look at the top of your fuel pump. Does it look rusted out? When I took mine off, my blue one in the garage, let me tell you guys, I literally touched it with my finger. It has 150K on the clock. Not even that, 147K. I touched the top of the fuel pump and it caved in. So And that vehicle was in southern United States for the half of its life, and kind of like northern United States for the next half of its life. It was done. It was toast. On the verge of catastrophic failure. And that's something else, guys. You know, you're getting up to like 125K, 150K. Do you want to really take a chance of catastrophic failure? Your fuel pump just goes while you're going down the road. So it's a very small investment when it comes to installing and doing this yourself. Something else you need to consider is that if you're getting the brake lines done, on my yellow H2, they did not remove the fuel pump like they should have when it comes to replacing the brake lines. If you want to do the brake lines correctly, you need to take off the fuel pump, and the brake lines, they should be running. The two intermediate lines should be running over here. And they ran them on the middle of the vehicle, and then they brought them over this way. So they did some shoemaker job. They didn't even do the brake line hoses, and here I am on my blue H2. I've done all 6 brake line hoses. I'm running the wires or the lines correctly. So if you are someone who is getting their brake lines done and you're thinking, oh, well, they have to take the fuel pump off. They might not take the fuel pump off or fuel tank off. So you got to ask them, hey, are you going to be taking the fuel tank off when doing the brake lines? And if so, can I pay you to install the new parts and reinstall your upgraded fuel pump? So definitely that's something you want to take into consideration if you are someone out there, you're getting your brake lines done. Don't assume that they are going to drop the fuel tank. My yellow H2, they did some hanger crap job where like their lines are running in the middle, then they go to the junction box. The front's all done normally, but the back, it's a pretty ugly job. I'm a little upset about it, but you know what? It's running and gets the job done. So, final thoughts. I know I've been rambling on. I get it. But I really want to slam this home. All right. We know that the original fuel pump on your H2 is not good. We know that this is an upgraded unit. Let's go out. Let's spend the money, guys. You guys have an incredible vehicle. All right. Let's spend a little bit of cash, a little bit of dough. Let's keep it that way. Get it up to speed. If you go through all my recommendations, all right, flush all your fluids, clean out all your gaskets, do all that, bump stops, get it tuned, all right? They usually have a sale at Black Bear Performance around Halloween or 4th of July, whatever. You get the vehicle tuned. Now you're looking at like 380 horsepower, all right? You're going to say to yourself, oh my God, I wish I would have got this done sooner. So good luck. See you on the road.